Hello, I'm back. Hi. So for anyone who doesn't know who I am, my name is the Raven Taro, and anyone that doesn't know who I am, some of you may know that I was back home. I had to go home for a funeral. We lost someone in our family. It was a very big shock, and yeah, but he had a lovely funeral. Everything was like just whoa, like I couldn't believe it was happening. But I'm in a lot better place now, and I'm ready to start um, back with YouTube again. Um, so yeah, a lot of you might know that it's I think it's started already, Mercury retrograde. So this might be a challenging month actually it's probably going to be a challenging month for everyone. I don't think anyone doesn't go through something. It's usually new beginnings a lot of the time with Mercury retrograde, and usually ending of relationships. But uh, I decided I wanted to do a video on how you can improve your relationship. If your relationship is fine, that's fine. Maybe you just need some like guidance to keep it going the way it's going. Or for some of you that are struggling with your relationship, you just might need a bit of advice how to get back in the vibration that is love. So yes, I am going to just choose stones, not cards. So I'm going to hold up the stones, and you can pick between stone 1, stone 2, and stone number 3. So this is stone number 1. Okay. This is literally a stone number 2. And stone number 3. Okay. I'm going to let you skip on to wherever you need to be in the timestamps. Okay, I'm going to go to stone number 1 now. Pile number 1, whatever. Hello. So, anyone that has chosen this stone, this is your reading. I have like a little guidance here because I have different cards that I've chosen. If I look up, it's just like what question I'm on, because I have different cards mean different things, and everything is, yeah. So I might look up here. So we're going to start with kind of like in the beginning when this relationship was going well. What was going well, and did you not see? I'm picking up with pile number 1 here. I feel like we have the 3 of Wands here. This is someone who's like, yes, I'm finally like feeling on top of the world. I've met someone who is always there, who's always kind of like making me feel like the person I've always wanted to be. I'm seeing you you might have been with this person for quite some time. I'm getting, and I'm feeling like 3 or 4 years, not like 10 years. Some of you maybe, but I'm feeling like you've been with them like 3 or 4 years, and you're like, okay, this is great. We're going through a great time. But now it's kind of like I'm sensing it's at a really good place, but there is someone in the relationship who isn't like, everything seems to me that it's going really well for you guys, and things couldn't be better, like with what you have around you, the people you have around you, like family wise. I'm feeling like their family and your family get on quite well, or I'm feeling like there's a lot of family here. So I'm thinking that maybe some of you are have either a child with this person, or they have a child and you're like a stepmom or something. But really, I feel, for a small majority of you, I feel that you might have just went through a pregnancy and you're kind of now at home a lot. You're on maternity leave or something like that. Yeah, but I just see you being quite like chill and everything is good. They they're happy. They're happy. Like everything just seems really good. But there is something we need to talk about. I'm getting the feeling that in the future you are going to grow. Things are going to start to pitch you off. We have the Queen of Swords here. I am getting a feeling like so here we have the Queen of Pentacles here. Here she's quite like happy. I was seeing this as a child, but this could be like home life, like you have a good home life, but I'm really feeling a child, and there's in this pile. And we have the lovely dog down here, but then in this card she's like, there could be like something to do with the child in the future, like he or she is not as caring. This could be you, this could be them, but they're starting to like have a bad relationship with either the child, or that you are seeing that they're not putting in the effort and they're not helping you in the way that you want them to help you. Like they're not talking to the child in the right way, or they're not communicating with you how you want them to be around that child. Like they might be saying things that are inappropriate, or they might be doing things that are inappropriate, and you might be like, okay, this is not what I want. I don't want that. But that's future I'm seeing. So that's something that you need to maybe work on, is like, what if you're planning for a child and you haven't yet, okay, or you're pregnant or you're trying to get pregnant, this is something that you need to talk about maybe before you have a child. Just maybe saying like, listen, if we're having kids, I want you to want them as well. But I'm kind of getting a feeling like this person is a bit afraid of this new beginning and feels like you're the one to deal with it all. That's what I'm getting. It's like they have this thing in their head that you will know what you're doing. The child is more of a connection with you. There's something to do with the child here, okay, in this relationship. This for me, I'm getting a feeling like there is a lot of bickering and confusion, and like I feel like someone is fighting in their head with a thought that keeps going on and on and on, and they're sensing it, and they're just sensing that something is off. Like I really feel like you really need to say like to them, where were you? And if they're being funny about it, be like, why can't you just tell me the truth? Just tell me the truth. Where were you? Because I'm getting a feeling like they're making you think that they're doing things that they might not actually be doing. But just get to the point. Don't play that game. I don't know what it's like. I just really get a feeling like there's some kind of like a game going on here. So I'm feeling like you just need to believe in your intuition. If you're feeling like things are being disguised in different ways, like whatever he or she is saying is confusing you, it's all a game. I'm getting like this is just like the way that they are as a person. They're someone who likes to kind of cause a bit of drama, but there is a secret. The other person does have a secret. I'm not really sensing like that they want to cheat, or that they want to do things that might break up a marriage, or like if you guys are married or planning on getting married, they would never try and like jeopardize that. But there is something that they don't want you to know, or you don't want them to know. So the biggest thing that you both need to work on here is stop arguing and just get to the point. So get to the point where you need to say, and just say it and be like, listen, we cannot. We have a future that we're trying to plan together, and you're going backwards, or maybe you're the one that's going backwards and you're not feeling it as much. But I'm picking up that right now everything financially might be quite good, okay? But I keep going back to this kids thing, sorry. But I really feel like something that will be something that will be a big problem in the future is if you don't start planning like how you are going to fund for this child, how you are going to make sure that they get the best out of life that they can possibly get. Like I'm talking about like feeding them on the right food, giving them a healthy diet, making sure that they get the right education. I'm a bit funny about education. When I say right education, I mean like doing things that they like to do. Like if they are interested in like tarot, let them do it. Just make sure that whatever it is that they're interested in, just make this child, your children, make them your everything, make them your priority, because the other person for me is just like, they need to be told, okay? Yeah, I'm just really feeling, let me see. I have the 10 of Pentacles here. I don't know why I'm getting, for me, I'm getting something to do with your dad. So I feel like your dad had an effect on you in some way. There's something from your dad, or I'm getting that energy from a father figure, or yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that, but it's like everything was good and it's not as good now in your current situation, and maybe you're wanting it to be like how you imagine it. I feel like you're imagining this life for yourself, and you're kind of forcing it, and it's not the right way. You need to find out what you need to fix, and then be like, okay, now I need to do this and make a positive change on that part of my life, okay? I'm getting that a strong sense. I'm feeling like with the other person, this is where I'm getting this energy, is we have the Ace of Wands here, she's holding a baby. I'm feeling like this, do you see this hand coming in here? This is someone like, here you go, kind of like a light to guide you for this new beginning, this new chapter. So for some of you, it might be that they don't want to have kids, and that you need to maybe talk properly about that. Or if you have a child, or I'm really feeling that there's a child on the way, it just needs to be like, right, we need to, before we start arguing and falling out, and this ends up being I'm a single mom, or a single dad, you need to sort out like how you're going to work in a balanced way. Like you need to be balanced in this. That's definitely what I'm seeing. If there's no like, okay, sorry, moving on, because we have the Moon card here, and it's reversed. I'm really feeling that these thoughts, these secrets that you may have, or he may have, or she may have. It's not, it has to go. You cannot be in a balanced relationship if you're feeling like there's a secret that needs to be told or you need to hear and you're just ignoring it. It's not going to work, because this secret, this thing that is being hidden this is what needs to be fixed. This is the only thing that needs to be fixed. And as well, like planning for the future, if you're planning on having children, or if you have a child, plan their future. And we also have the Hierophant in reverse. So I'm feeling like, I feel this for the other person, that they need to let go of the way that they think their life should be, because their life is now in a different path and they need to focus on that path and let go of what they wanted. They probably were the type of person who didn't want to be tied down. They didn't want to, maybe they didn't even think that they would ever get married or be planning to get married, but now they are, and they have to take it seriously because it's what is right for them. But they just don't see it that way. They see like, this is not what I want to do. Okay? But yeah, the overall energy, let me just see what the overall energy is. I got Judgment. And that's that hand again. For me, this hand here, it's like I'm getting that you need to start offering, not in a like, can you go and do that? Can you go and change their nappy? Can you go and take them to school? Can you do this? Just be like, oh, I think it would be really nice if you would walk them to school today, or if maybe you could go and take them to the park, just the two of you. Start suggesting, because there's something deep here that they feel like they're not good enough. So it's up to you to guide them in the right direction, to be like, listen, we are going to have a great life together if you're willing to work on it. If they're not, then say bye-bye. But I don't really feel like this is a bad pile. It's just there's little hidden things. So thank you, pile number 1. That was quite long. Didn't mean for it to be that long. But anyway, bye-bye, and thank you for watching. Hello, pile number 2. So this is your reading. So let's get straight into it. And I'm going to start with kind of a bit of past energy here. So we have the Temperance card in reverse here. From this card, I'm feeling like when you met this person, you were in a place where everything was kind of going in the right direction. You might not have felt it, you mightn't have really realized it, but you were in a really, really good place. You were almost going to be doing something that you haven't done now because you've met this person. I'm going to get into that. It's not in a bad way, but this is what is going to be needing fixed. Because the other person is just kind of not really listening to what you want to do or what you have to say. I'm feeling like at this point in your life, you were looking really well. You wore nice clothes. You love to wear jewelry. You love to accessorize. You love to express yourself. And it was a point in your life where you were like, I'm free. I feel light. I feel like I can just go where I want, do what I want, and just meet people and have fun. And you definitely did have a lot of fun. This person caught you off guard and was like, whoa, who is that? They're someone that I am being drawn to. I'm getting a sense that the reason they came into your life was because they needed you to guide them. And usually what happens when usually what happens is it's like when two people come together, one of them is ahead of the other, but the other person needs to catch up. So I'm not saying that, okay, they needed you in the beginning, and now you're stuck, I think. And now they've caught up, but they're kind of stagnant. They're not really doing anything. They're being a bit lazy about things and just kind of not working on the relationship. Because of I'm feeling their energy that they're not really cooperating with you, and that's why you may be feeling like this, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So right now, the seasons are passing, the years are going to start passing. It's just like you need to kind of now work on what you want to do. You were there for them, you helped them. Doesn't mean you have to finish the relationship. It just means that you need to now work on what you want to do for your future. I'm seeing that you're the type of person that maybe wanted to travel and do things when you were young. Or no, not when you were young. I feel like you're like, okay, I don't have many responsibilities right now in my life. So I'm going to do, I can't remember what I said, but I feel like you were that person who was like, I want to do all this while I'm young. And then you met this person, and then it kind of, you were enjoying that. And now it's kind of gotten a bit boring in a way, because they're not really inspiring you, or they're not listening to what you have to say. And for me, that's not a good relationship. If they're just going to be in their comfort zone, then it's not really, you're not working, both of you need to work on each other's souls together, find the middle ground and be like in balance, because you just are out of balance at the minute. I'm really feeling, we have the Queen of Cups here in reverse. I'm feeling like I'm feeling like you're a water sign, and you're someone who is always like putting your whole heart into everything, and you're the one that will get up and iron their shirt, bring them breakfast. You do anything just because you like to do it. But then there's a point when it's okay, you're taking the piss now, and I feel like you need to cut that off just so they can realize that okay, you notice how much I do for you now. Are you grateful for that? Because that's not the way it seemed for me. So I feel like there needs to be a bit of a break, either a break in both of you, because I'm feeling like you do need to sit down with them and talk to them and say, listen, I want to go to flickering, stop. Okay. I'm feeling like you need to go and do what you wanted to do before you met them. And there is an opportunity there waiting for you. And if they decide that they don't want to go with you, they want to stay where they are, then that's fine. They can stay there. Doesn't mean you have to end it, or you don't have to have a break necessarily, but you need a break from them. You need to go and do what you want to do. And I'm feeling like that will probably be on your own, because we have the Page of Cups here, and I'm getting a feeling like that's them being a bit immature about things, and they're just sitting on the beach with their cup on their own and just kind of being a bit mopey. I get an immature feeling from their face in this. And then we have the opportunity here, travel, and yeah, I'm feeling like something's definitely like flying your way, and it's going to give you a lot of personal growth. It's going to be something that will spark a new, fresh idea. So you may have had one idea and one path that you wanted to go, but you haven't even explored it yet. So you don't even know how many different ways you can go about this. And If they are not going to be outgoing and energetic and join you on your journey, then let them sit on their ass at home and come chase you for once. Because I'm feeling like they will chase you. They've chased you when in the beginning, but you were so like, I'm not gonna say like you were easy, like hey babe, but I feel like you were like, ah, oh, this is nice, and you were a loving person anyway, so you were kind of like, but they really seemed to need you, and it seemed to be a instant connection. Like, I don't know what that is, but it was like even if you tried to like break apart from them, it was like you both needed each other. So there is something here. It's like karmic, but I'm not feeling karmic. It's a difficult one because you have a lot going for you, and you. Okay. We have the Ace of Pentacles here. I'm feeling like what you are blocking is this opportunity. There is an opportunity for you, and it's something that you will be recognized for a long time. People will look at your work, the things that you've done, and be like, I'm saying she because I'm feeling like you're a princess. Like, look how elegant and look how graceful this person is. I'm feeling like a blogger as well. Like, a blogger, an influencer, someone who has a lot to share and their journey, because you're someone for me that once you get the ball rolling again, you're going to get back into that Wheel of Fortune back upright again. So it's going to be really, really good for you, this opportunity. Yeah. You have like so many opportunities. You have so much opportunities, like unlimited. I'm getting that. But I'm feeling like they are not cooperating with you. They're not wanting to hear it because I'm getting like competition or something. Like, they're either telling you that there's too much competition and you're not going to be able to do it, or they're jealous in some way that you are doing better than them, and they don't like that. So it's kind of a bit of a shitty thing, because it's kind of like they're trying to throw you off from doing things that would be great. Oh, I didn't even notice this until now. This was representing you, the King of Wands, and then this was representing them, the King of Wands, in reverse. So it's like the whole travel thing seems like they don't want to go, they don't want to do it. And for me, it's like this King of Wands upright is someone who likes to tell stories, who likes to share their stories from what they have done. I feel like that's who you are. You're someone who wants to live life, and when you get older and tell people everything that you've done, tell your kids everything that you've done, that's what you want to do. You want to live your life to the fullest before you get old and you get a sore hip and you can't walk. And you're just like, sure, that's fine, whatever. But it's like, they don't realize that life is going to, be around the corner, and then they're like, oh my god, I've got a full head of grey hair. And they're going to be like, feeling bad about themselves. Like, they're going to be like, why didn't I live? And then that's when it's going to go, like, downhill. So you need to sort this out now and be like, listen, we need to do stuff with our life. And I looked at 11:11 as I seen that. So, yes, you do. I'm definitely seeing that the other person needs to stop relying on you. The Empress in reverse is telling me that they're codependent on you. They need you all the time. They want you all the time. And it's like a bit of a sexual, like, sounds weird, but it's like they take, when they're stressed, they like to have you around to release their sex, or just release their sex, release, yeah, that's kind of what I was getting to anyway, release their stress in a way. But it's just kind of like, do something with your life, okay? That's not you, I mean the other person. It's like, you feel like that, like, do something about it. If you don't like that, change it. If they don't listen, they don't want to change, and they don't want to listen. That's what I'm getting. And for you, I'm getting, we have the Lovers in reverse. Now that does not mean you're that you're going to break up or anything. Okay, that needs to stop. Stop, camera. Stop. The Lovers reverse means that you need that little bit of a break. So I feel like if you were to travel, you would have a break, and then they would work on themselves, and they would start to do things that they love because they would see you doing things that you love, and they wouldn't have you there to kind of be an energy vampire. So they would start to work on stuff without even thinking that they're doing it. I feel like they would be in a better place for a while if you went away for a while. Okay? Yeah, so that's what the energy I'm getting. I hope this resonated with someone. If it resonated with at least one person, that's all I care about. If any of you would like a personal reading, you can look in the description down below in my Etsy shop, and I would be happy to read for you. Obviously my readings are going to be more specific. This is kind of general. I try and do general, but I end up just going with one story and then forget about the rest of you who may be watching. Sorry about that. But yeah, that's just the way I roll. So thank you for watching so much, and I will talk to you next time. Goodbye. Why am I putting my hand there? I don't know. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. This is your reading. So let's get started. I'm going to start with kind of what I'm feeling. This for me was like, what? And I'm just going to I'm going to show you them upright first, so it will be reversed that way. I don't want to have it going. Actually, yeah, let's do that, because then you'll see what I mean. So we have these 3 cards here. We have the Knight of Swords, we have the Lovers in between, and then we have the Knight of Wands. Now, if you got this, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but there is a bit of chasing going on here. This is like, whoa, holy shit. Like, this is soul connection. I'm not saying you're with someone that isn't a soulmate or anything, because this is about what we need to fix. This is like perfect, but it's in reverse. So for me, I'm sensing that you are trying to attract things that you want about this relationship, and you're doing it in some sort of a negative way. So you may be like thinking, they're going to take me on this date in this place, and we're going to do that. You're being too specific, and you're not taking into account that that's not the actual way they would do it. So you need to think, how would they go about things, and then try and manifest and chase those dreams that you want, okay? Because at the minute, you are not loving yourself enough. You're not loving, I feel like you don't really love your body. You're very, very insecure. And you're running after other people to tell you that you're a good person, kind of. But I feel like if anyone even give you a compliment, you would be like, thanks, and really be like, oh, shut up. I'm getting that, okay? The Knight of Wands in reverse is kind of making me feel like you're being a bit too full on. And that is past energy as well. I feel like maybe when you met them at the beginning, you were a bit full on, and it was like, in your mind, you just wanted you just want everything to just happen like straight away. Because if you keep going the way you're going, I'm saying you because I'm feeling like it's your energy here, because you have some sort of an awakening going on, and it's you're running from it. You're running towards other people because you feel like other people will fix the problem. That isn't the case here. You're running towards someone who doesn't want to be chased. They want, like, if you want them to be around, just chill with them, but just don't be so full on with everything. Like, don't ask these deep questions. I feel like you're someone who's so deep about everything, okay? And there's a reason for that. I'm going to get to that in a minute. I'm just saying I want you to kind of calm down with things, okay? Okay, that is for someone. Then for a little other part of you, I'm feeling like this is a different story, but I'm feeling like for another part of you is you are trying to fix yourself, okay? You are trying to get into a relationship. I feel like a lot of you that are watching this may have someone in mind, and you're going to be like, that didn't resonate at all because I don't even really care about this person. So for those people, I really don't feel like you need to look for anyone right now. You're doing quite well. And there's a lot of other things that need to be awakened before you go into that. Okay, so whoever is not really in a relationship and they don't really feel like they want to be in one, they can't really be bothered, that's fine. That's completely fine. Having those all reversed in that state is perfect for me. It's like you need to just do what works for you, and right now it's something else. So going back to the other story, you're someone who doesn't realize, but the universe is really not having it anymore. It's time for you to get the signs you're being given. You're someone who is very psychic. You're someone who could be a tarot reader, you could be a medium, you could be doing healing. I'm feeling healing. I'm feeling like someone who would be a great social worker working with kids, or even someone who's good with animals. Just something, you're empath. And you don't really know how to, if you don't know what an empath is, look it up, but it's basically someone who has empathy but is psychic, so they attract everything. So when things get too much, this used to happen to me whenever I started, well, I didn't know what an empath was. So in the beginning I would always have so much of everyone else's like energy on me that I would just kind of be like all over the place. So I feel like that's going on with you at the minute. So you need to start working on your psychic abilities, and I'm not going to be the one to tell you how to do it, because honestly I forget how I did it, because it's going through an awakening is probably one of the hardest things ever. You'll have days where you're like, this, there's a bridge there, I could jump off it. Like, it's and that's not even funny. I'm not even laughing about that. It's like sometimes you're just like, what? No. Okay, but right now it's the perfect time for you to teach yourself. Start teaching yourself different things about your spirituality, because if you don't, you will go down a dark path and not know how to get out of it. But if you have your spirituality, that is something that even if you do go through something really, really depressing and it's hard, you'll always have something to lift you back up again a little bit, little by little. And then whenever you start to awaken and things become more clear, it's like you don't even care about the bad things, you just want them to pass so that something good will come. But yeah, I'm definitely feeling like start looking up like things, not necessarily law of attraction, but like how to manifest things that work for you. Everyone has a different way of doing it. Don't get too wrapped up in it, but just take pieces from there and take a piece from there and use what works for you. Be very eclectic about things. This I'm feeling like this is your career path as well, is whatever this psychic ability you have. There's not much. I'm going to just kind of go into these two again, because this is like you're chasing this person. Okay, this is you, this is them. You are here you're the chariot, so you're going after this person. So I really feel like if you don't give them some space, and we also have the Eight of Wands here, this is something that you need to start to balance. You need to balance that energy of you wanting, because you're sensing things, you're feeling things from the future, but because you don't know how to control everything, it's like you're like and you're just wanting it to be here now like that, and that's not going to work, because you need to know the in between, so like things that you need to fix on the way. So it's like your psychic is telling you that you have this image in your head of how you want your life to be, but you haven't figured out the other parts yet. So it's like you have a really, really strong intuition, but it's just too out of whack at the minute, and you need to kind of also calm that part of yourself down and start to learn about how you can control it. Also, how can you control your behavior with how you communicate with people as well, because I feel like you're someone who's quite full on. I'm getting air energy from you if you're an air sign. I also think it's time for you to I have a feeling, I had this feeling there a minute ago. They have someone from their past, or someone that they have left behind, okay? This could be an ex, or this could be, I feel like, a mum or a dad, a family member, and they're missing them, or they're missing things from their past. So if you have this armor on all the time, and you're kind of like not showing your true self, and that's what I mean. I mean, like, you're not expressing your own, you're not releasing your psychic abilities again. You're not releasing that, and you're shutting yourself off. You're wearing this like mask. They're getting confused as well, because they're like probably like around you and like looking and not seeing who they saw before. It's not like you're a different person. Well, you will be. You'll be a completely different person, but you'll be a better person once you get over that little bump in the road. Okay? Because at the minute, it's like you're not in control of your ego. Your ego is guiding you in a way that you don't want to go. You don't want to chase. The only way for you to attract is for you to not chase right now, okay? So that's my advice for you. I hope this made sense. I'm maybe if you're unsure if this, I hope if this did resonate with at least a few people, that's fine by me, as long as someone got a message. I know they might not resonate with everyone. If you would like a personal reading, and anyone who is going through a bit of a hard time because they do feel like they could be psychic, but they don't really know how to do it. You maybe will. You could send me an email, and I can maybe email you back, giving you a bit of advice if you have any questions. Because I don't really know exactly what you want me to, what you have, what is your gift. But I can maybe suggest things for you to talk or to learn about, and yeah. So, and if you want a personal reading, my link is in the description down below. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Sorry for maybe being a bit harsh, but I try and set it in a nice way. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.